Hi, this is Paulette from the Flower Crafts Academy, and I'm putting a quick little tutorial together here especially for Nancy, hello Nancy, to show you how to make the 7-pointer star bow with Clover's Bow Maker. So it's the yellow set I'm going to be using. So this is the one we're looking for with the 7 pointers, and you're going to need about 3 meters of ribbon, and it's about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters wide. So the way I'm going to show you how to do it first is basically just using the instructions which come with the pack. So here we go. So we're going to put the end of the ribbon through, and this would be the wrong side of the ribbon. That would be the right side of the ribbon. This ribbon doesn't matter because it's the same on both sides. And how much to pull it through? Actually, I'm going to use the other end of the ribbon because that one's a little bit bent. So you put it through like this, and I'm going to leave just enough so that I can just fold that over like that. Okay? So there we go. So what you want to do is just fold it over the first pointer, and then come around the other side, crossing over the center, and it will show you exactly which pointer to go to next. Because if you tried to do one of the others, it just wouldn't work. So it's very easy because it just lines itself up perfectly. And so you just go like this. I hope I'm on the screen for you. And you go all the way around until you've covered each pointer. So there we go. Now, according to the instructions that come with the pack, you want to do that 3 times. So that's once over each pointer. So now I'm going to come and do the second time, and I'm going to count because I want to make sure I do it properly. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty, so I'm back to the center, and now I want to do it again. So this will be the 3rd time round. So I'm just checking. Here we go. That's 1 and 2. So that's the 3rd time round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7, this should be the last one, and I'm taking that back to the center here. Here we go, and I've got a needle and thread ready, and I'm just folding that, I hope you can see, I'm folding that over like that, and I'm just coming in through the back. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to take a pin with a head, and pins aren't very sharp. I'm just going to put that through, okay? And I'm just holding that there, and I'll show you why. So these come over the edges really nicely because this is just like rubber, it just bends nicely. And the reason why I haven't stitched it yet is because we've got the 3 layers. So I'm just going to take the bottom layer out, the first, well, it was actually the 3rd time we went over each pointer, but it's the bottom layer. So I'm just going to pull that out. So I've got 2 layers here still. So this one here, and holding that like as if it's a separate flower, I'm just going to twist it so that this lines up with here now. So it's in the center of each pointer. And then I'm going to take these layers apart. And then I'm going to hold this one up as if it's the top flower, and I'm going to twist that as well. So they're going to be staggered. And because I've just put that through, it's twisting nice and easily. And now I can just stitch it through. So when I'm stitching this through, because I don't want those layers to twist, I'm going to stitch it through like a cross. So I've actually stitched like a cross through there. And then I'm going to just tie that in a knot. Now you don't have to do that little center part like I did, that little center loop. So you can just cut that off now, you don't need that. So there we go. This is very, very floppy ribbon, so it's not really, see how it's just flopping? If you use something stiffer, it would probably have a bit more body. So there we go. There is the 7-pointer star. You could put a button in the center if you wanted, instead of that loop. But I'm going to show you how I generally do them. So I use all three, and I only do one layer, or one time around. So there's this one. Okay, that was the big one like we did, but I only went through once, and then I just stitched it through. Then I did the next size, which is the 5-pointer star, and the little one. Now I'll just show you how I did that little one. This one is exactly the same as the other one. This is nice and easy as well. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do this one. It's really easy. Just like we did with the star, I'm going to leave a piece which I can just fold over like that, just to finish off the center. You don't need to do that if you're going to put a button or something decorative in the center. And as you come around, it just leads you to the right place. Okay, I need to make sure I get through all these layers. So there we go. I'm just folding that over. Then I'm just going to put a little cross. Oops. Through the center, and I'm just going to tie it off. There we go, and I'm just going to cut off the excess ribbon this time. Again, it comes off nice and easily because it's made from rubber, so it bends. So there we go. So that's how you do the center one. And then it's basically just a matter of arranging them like that. Okay, and then what you would do is you just grab that like that through the center and just stitch it right through. But the really cool thing about doing it this way is that you can make them in different ribbons, and then you can start playing a bit. So what we could do is, let's see. So these are two big ones. So I can put two big ones together like that. So they're just instead of being on top of each other like that, just like we did before, but we twisted it when it was the same ribbon, just using different ribbons. Actually, let's do it this way. That one, then we'll put that one, then that one, and then, I thought I made a green one. Yes, I did. Here we go. Put that one in the center there. There we go. And again, you would just hold that through there and stitch through the center. Or, of course, instead of doing that center part, you could just put a button there. Something like that. Alrighty, now, this was the one with 3, which is the same size. These ones are all different sizes. Well, no, we've got 2 big ones, but I mean, you could just really layer as many as you wanted, depending on how full you want the bow to be. And it's easy. Personally, I find it easier if you make each one separately. So you just make once around the star, and then if you do that in different ribbons, you can then just put them together, or you can have them in the same ribbon. You know, it's still going to give you the same look rather than doing it all in one go. But definitely, I find it's a lot nicer if you can put different stars on top of each other like that. Just finishes that center off a lot nicer than if you follow the instructions, which pretty much just say, you know, if you're using the big template, just go around 3 times and that's what you get. Now, if you are lucky enough to have all 3 packets, so as you probably know, they come in different sizes. So you've got your large, your medium, and your small. If you are lucky enough to have all 3, then again, you can just keep layering however you want, and you can make them really, really full bows. So there we go. Hope that helps. Where do you get them? Well, you get them at, I'd say at most craft stores. Certainly I usually have them in stock at the Flowercraft Academy. And if you don't want to stitch them through, you can actually just hot glue, bit of glue there. You can glue one on top of the other. It makes it even more easier. So there we go. Hope you like that. And Nancy, I certainly hope that helped you. And see you around.